508, 508, 508 is where I'm from. 508 is where I'm from. 508 is where I'm from. See where I'm from, we don't use no gas and burners, we don't rip no corners, we're straight money earners, for you to seat, make your whole family mourners. When we're done with you, they're gonna have to pick your ass up at the corners. Me and my crew will hit you with that right left, we do this, yeah, cause we're ruthless, yeah, that's some true shit. You don't wanna mess with cheddar and it's we left you cats in the ambulance, kid. Food stands, leave your clothes, buddy, and damn, then we're scooping up your trends. 508, where I'm from. 508 is where I'm from. 508 is where I'm from. See, I'm repping that Madison Place media. My producer Gio likes the way I flow like an encyclopedia. Whack cats are on me like bad bacteria. That they get drinking for me, that's a free lunch cafeteria. Central Mass is where I reside, where you can't run and hide. I can verify. That would statewide, leave you horrified because you're unqualified. I'm just glad I survived. Time for me to put it in the overdrive. Like these cats petrified, hitting you with the right hook right in your hard drive. Taking these chumps, taking those dives, taking their girl in the whip on a test drive. You know she loves cheddar sex drive. 508, where I'm from. 508 is where I'm from. 508 is where I'm from. See, I'm from the 508. All the girls wanna take cheddar on a date, making them shake the hot cakes and drop it down like an earthquake. I hope she don't give me no heartbreak. I'll be a last mistake. See, I'm from Massachusetts. When I get in the booth, I'm a nuisance, fitting so.
All right, what's up, Turtle Rat? Whoa, that was crazy. What's up, Turtle Rat? Is fucking around with the green screen here a little bit. I got a blue screen on because the green will not come up. That's the problem. I have a lot of shit with green on, but I'm using a blue screen. Here's a problem. I swear to God, there's a problem. I have blue eyes, like piercing blue eyes. They're fabulous. And when I get real close, it does this. I swear to fucking God. But anyway, so if I go like this, it's okay. So we'll have to stick with this for now. But anyway, welcome to the live show, guys. Sorry about the delay today. Bret was running a few minutes late, so we had to push it back a little bit. But it's not as fun without Bret. I got to be perfectly honest with you, especially with some of the stuff on the agenda tonight. So how we like to start off every episode. Looks like we got a good crowd here. I've shared this link on... Jesus, that's distracting. How about this? Can I do this? No? Okay. Just go like this. All right. So I've shared the link, guys, on the Turtleboy, the Uncle Turtleboy page on Facebook, the Clarence Woods Emerson page on Facebook. I've shared it on the Twitter account. Follow us on Twitter. The main Twitter account almost has like 20,000 followers now. That's at Turtleboy Tweets. The other one, me, oh, Jesus, that's distracting, is at, I can't even look at myself, at Aidan _TB. I think that's what it is. At Aidan _TB. AIDAN, the right way. So follow me on there. I've tweeted out, let people know, share it out, that we are live, smash that subscribe button, etc. All right, so how we like to start off every episode, folks, little thing called Where You Reppin'. Let us know in the comments right now, where are you watching the live show from tonight? Is that better? No, that doesn't work, huh? That's even weirder. All right, where are you watching the live show from tonight? Go. All right, we got George is in the house. What else we got here? I know it's very distracting. I can't stop it. George is in the house. Now they're all going to start coming in. Charlton's in the house. West Tadding, Manchester, New Hampshire, Tucson, Abington, Auburn, Roxbury, Whitensville, Derry, New Hampshire, Smithfield, Rhode Island, Apache Junction, Arizona, Derry. Let's see. We already got Derry, New Hampshire. Use your new dim lights. Yeah, I'm trying. They're not working though. They just make different shadows. Like, oh, let me do roll call first. Then we can fuck around with that a little bit. Portsmouth, Ohio. Marshfield. Watch from Kate's ass. That's nice. Can Aidan back up? Let's see. Altoona, Pennsylvania. Originally from New Hampshire. Okay. Wareham's in the house. Roxbury. Another Roxbury. Marshfield. Southbridge. Scituate. Norwood. My Tub. Hot. Kentucky, Weymouth, Taunton, Wootown, Rowley, Massachusetts, Wilmington, another Derry, New Hampshire, Fitchburg, Tingsboro, Roxbury, Medford, Kalamazoo, Ipswich, Los Angeles, Westboro, Hunter Biden's basement. All right, excellent. Arlington, Lake Winnipesaukee, Nashua, Manchester, New Hampshire, Methuen, Worcester, West Bridgewater, Gate fucking City. What's Gate fucking City? I don't even know what that is. Fall River, Woonsocket, Matthews, North Carolina, Norfolk, Virginia, Iowa, Brockton, Mesa, Arizona. Use the blank blue background. Could I do that? I don't know what you mean. But anyway, Salem, Springfield, Methuen, Hanson, Bridgewater, Maryland, if I missed you, Little Rock, Arkansas, Borgese, Nebraska. That's a new one. Cheshire, United Kingdom, Warwax in the house, Southeastern Connecticut, you name it. Okay. Watertown, Amesbury, Mayfield, Randolph, Marlboro. If I missed you, I missed you. I still love you. Okay. All right. So I'm just going to remind you guys that I do have a freestyle unlock tonight, and it is available if we want to do this. If we can raise 150 in the donos, boom, that would be great. Keep the turtle running. Keep this kind of one-man operation. Well, it's not really one man. I get a lot of help these days. Got people helping out with the Reddit page, and I really appreciate that. People helping out with the Turtle Boy group, stuff like that. I did float out the idea of a secretary the other day, and I got a lot of people inquiries. I just have to figure out how I'm going to do that exactly, because I have to teach you how to filter out the shitty stories from the good ones, because I gotta be honest with you. So there's this Turtle Boy group that we have today, and this is why, and people are seeing, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about in a moment. There's this Turtle Boy group that I didn't even know existed, and it has 5,000 members in it. And it's like the Brockton Hub. It's different from a page in that on a group, anyone can share shit. And if you've ever been in one of these groups where there's a moderator that's a pain in the ass Nazi, I kind of understand where they're coming from now, because they are the ones that have to decide what goes up and what comes down. Now, if you have a complete free-for-all on your page, a complete free speech, that means it's going to turn into one thing and one turn only. The one guy who shares over and over again, did you see this fucking Biden clip? Did you see what? Did you read this? Did you hear what fucking about Hillary's emails about Benghazi? And then they share the. I mean, I don't disagree with you. It's just not the place for it. The Turtle Boy page should be strictly for Turtle Boy shit. That's the old. If we're not promoting Turtle Boy content on it, then why are we calling it Turtle Boy? There's no reason for it to exist. And people are commenting on there, posting things how do I get a story to you? Try messaging me. Try that. As opposed to just posting on a fucking group page. That's not going to work. So there's a lot of stupid story ideas that come in, and hopefully this can help weed it out. Let me see real quick. I got a fucking light here. Hold on. Where'd it go? I got a couple lights here. Time out. Give me 1 sec. See if we can light this place up a little better. And then we'll get this started. Where the fuck did it go? Okay, here it is. Maybe this will work. How about this? Does that work? Woo! Like that? I think it's supposed to go like that. Do like that. How's that? Any eyes thing? Whoa! Did it just work? Is that all it took? There's a freaking light? Well, how about that? No more zombie turtle. Excellent. Okay, good. So now we can get the show started. Let's get it started, shall we? All right, first topic up on the agenda is, we got Bret in the background. Bret, how you doing? Hopefully Bret's there.
No, I had my mic muted, fool.
Welcome
Hello?
to the show. How you doing?
Good. I got to use the shitty headphones tonight because my cats chewed through my good one. So
okay.
If my mic sucks, blame the cat.
Okay, I'll blame the cat. Okay, let's get this party started, shall we? I'm going to start off. The first blog we're going to start off with tonight is this story, this chick from Milton. I want to talk about her for a moment. Did that come up there? Okay, there she blows. So this is a story from earlier in the week. There was some protests last week, Bret. I'm not sure if you saw these. As usual in Boston, it's turning into a thing now. Just the back the blue people show up, and then the nut jobs show up. The usual nut jobs show up. I have no interest in these. I've been to a couple of these. Unless it's something Turtle Boy related, like the Monica Cannon Grant thing. I take that one personally because it's a Turtle Boy story. But like the general, like, let's just protest for the fuck of it. I'm just not that into it. You know what I mean?
It's a waste of time, but it's like a fucking sport now for fucking retards.
Yeah,
it's the new thing to do.
Yes,
it really and you don't have to follow any rules. You don't have to mask. You don't have to stay away from people. Nothing applies.
And it's the same people, you know, on every single protest, every single time. It's like, let me guess, Rod Weber's going to be there with Lauren Paspisa. Oh, let me guess, the super fun, happy, terrific guys are going to be there with Rayla, huh? Like, let me guess. You know, it's the same thing over and over again. Oh, Diana Ploss might be there this time. Oh, I bet you she'll be there. Like, it's so stupid. But anyway,
Rayla
this
hangs out with those fucking morons.
Well, I don't mind. I mean, those guys are harmless. Don't you think those guys are harmless? The super fun.
Oh yeah, I got nothing against them. They're just fucking retarded, bro.
I mean, we had them on here, and I thought they just couldn't admit that the straight pride parade was trolling. That was my only beef with them.
Well, they walked off on us.
They did. They acted like it was like
a left.
Yeah. They acted like it was like
them.
Yeah. No, it's like, dude, you have a street pride parade run by fucking Milo. It's like, stop it. You're not being serious here, like at all. All right. Hang on a sec. I gotta switch the screen. Hold on. I gotta put this back up. A little FUPA issue.
And apparently none of these people have jobs or anything, because how the fuck are you out there at noon on a fucking Tuesday and shit like that? You know what I mean?
It was a Sunday and all hell broke loose. And let's see if this can work a little bit.
Yeah, this one, but there's one every fucking day somewhere.
Yeah. Let me pull this up. Well, none of these people do have jobs. It's like the jobless fighting the jobless. Okay. So anyway, this chick's name is Catriona. Her name is Catriona, Brett O'Grady. She's from Milton. She decides she's going to attend this protest where Rod Weber, this is fucking real, this douchebag who lives with his fucking elderly mommy. He's 47 years old, and he's down there burning American flags, and this is what he does. This is normal behavior. Perfectly normal.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah. Like, what do you even say to these people?
You don't fucking acknowledge them. You have the cops bring out the hoses or them fucking little ATVs or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, right? And again, I've been over the flag thing. A lot of people are going to cry when they see this, but like, that's what they want. They just want your attention. Don't give it to them.
Yeah, it's for the reaction. Yeah.
Now watch what he does here with the heart. You see what he does with the heart? These
motherfuckers.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at it. He takes a heart. This is normal.
If I went downtown and did that shit, I'd be arrested.
I know. Well, this guy does get arrested a lot because he's a fucking douchebag. It's Rod Weber, of course. So they're all down there. And I can understand, like, I can't understand where they're coming from because they're fucking losers. But, like, going after the police who are literally just doing their job because they have to be there, like, do you think any of these people want to be there doing this right now? And this is what happens to them. Look at this chick. So this girl, Catriona from Milton, is going up and down the line of police, squeezing Squeaky Pig, right? Got it? Because cops are pigs. Yeah, and this one cop here, this one cop here has no mask on. He's just, living his life. God forbid, he's got no fucking mask on. And they're gonna go after him. Watch what happens. Get your fucking thing out of my face. Get your fucking mask on. Hey, don't fucking fucking touch me. I didn't touch your mask, right? That's how you have to say. Get mask. Don't touch me.
So tough, you can breathe out of your fucking nose and mouth. You're so tough, dude. You're so tough. You can fucking breathe. Holy shit. Check out how tough this guy is. He can fucking breathe out of his nose and mouth.
Like, they're targeting this guy, Brett. because he doesn't have a fucking mask on. Like,
but he's got a face shield.
Yeah, he's got a fucking face shield.
That's acceptable. Andy Reid uses one every Sunday. That's within the rules.
Like Andy Reid. He looks like Andy Reid, even, you know.
But yeah, he's got a fucking. That's fine. These people are just fucked in the head, man. And that's like what little kids do. I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you. You know what I'm talking about? You put your finger real close to your little brother's face or whatever. I'm not touching you. You can't do nothing.
Yeah.
It's like a little kid.
Yeah. And it's like what else? Like, God, how does it affect you? He's not wearing a fucking mask. You're just looking for a reason to hate. Like, you're basically Josh Abrams at this point. There's no difference between these people and Josh Abrams. You're just looking for shit to nitpick. This doesn't affect you at all.
Well, I don't. Wait, that's going a little far. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this broad didn't try to rape a hooker and swim with another dude.
She would if she had a dick.
No.
She might, if she could find a Julio, you know.
She just squeezed the condom at it and go, I'm not touching you.
So anyway, this is them. They go on. This is how they spend their Sunday. I mean, what losers? This chick's 30 years old doing shit like this, whining about the cops, all this shit. And they got so mad. Did you hear when they got so mad? I got to play this part where they get so mad at the other cop who comes in when they're like, when he makes the joke about his wife. Did you hear that part?
No. Was one guy holding up a crucifix on a necklace?
Yeah. It's like, what are you? What is this?
That's
fucking
so
Dracula? What? Listen to what they says here about his wife. They go, you're about to snap, aren't you? And he goes, I'm married. I'm used to this. Now listen to their reaction.
Did you just say you're married? You're used to that?
You're a sexist piece of shit.
Oh, God.
They're so humorless. That's what this comes down to. These people they're not fun at all. They have no sense of humor. Like the old, oh, my wife is nagging me routine, right? Like that's every fucking sitcom in American history has an element of that. You know what I mean?
And it's also a real thing. Bullshit and pretend that it's not a real thing.
That's a good point. Like, let's not pretend it's not real. Like every single
it's a real thing.
No, it totally is. There isn't a single married man in America who doesn't feel his wife nags him. Or and I feel his pain. It's like, every single guy out there, it's like has been in this position before where you're just used to getting yelled at and you're like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, and if you've ever had teenagers even more. You haven't yet, but wait till your kids are teenagers. You'll get that 7-yard stare or whatever they call it too. Because they
yeah. So anyway, this broad is doing all this, and her name. So let's talk about her for a moment. Her name is Catriona. Who the fuck names her kid that? There she is, and on Instagram bragging about this is what she writes. There's a picture of her doing whatever, just yelling at cops. I am overwhelmed with thoughts and feelings tonight. My mind hasn't stopped racing since this violent protest ended. My eyes are burning from the pepper spray on my clothes. My body is recovering from the batons I took to the shoulder and neck, not to mention the groping I endured as my comrades and I tried to protect one another in the streets today. If you've ever referred to your friends as comrades, you're a fucking loser. There's no other way around it. You just You're not some communist revolutionary, honey. You live in Milton. Okay, you go to Panera Bread. You're not fighting anything. You're not doing anything. You're just having a good time on a Sunday. These aren't your comrades. They're just fellow losers. That's all it is. There were moments of levity today, tormenting racist cops with my rugbutt piggy. Taking the steps of the Boston Public Library, the other side doesn't read anyway. I will be posting a lot in the coming days. So take this initial post as content warning. Police brutality is happening here in Boston. Stop ignoring it. Stop denying it. We are experiencing it literally while protesting it. You're either with us or you're not. Okay. And then you go to her Instagram page, and this chick could not possibly be whiter, Brett. You got everything on here. She's a fucking bartender. She apparently lived on Beacon Hill because there she is. I mean, how much do you think this apartment costs to live alone on Beacon Hill?
Oh, that's a grip. Yeah, I don't know what the rent's. Oh, ain't they all getting evicted now? Huh? Ain't they all getting evicted now? Like this protest for the eviction moratorium or some shit.
Yeah. Not for people like her, Brett. Like people like her aren't the ones getting evicted. They're
No, she looks like one of them silver spoon cunts.
Like right? You think
she
works as a social worker or something? She's like, I guarantee she doesn't get paid that much money, but she obviously cannot afford to live in Beacon Hill by herself. Guarantee mommy and daddy are helping her out with that. Every single picture she has on her Instagram, she has thousands, is just her doing white people shit, like going out to a wine and cheese bar, right? Eating bruschetta or whatever, sitting in her fucking tub, doing this whole place, cocktails. She likes to eat brunch. That's like her favorite meal of the day.
And she
brunch
calls herself a mixologist. Guaranteed. You're not a bartender anymore. No. Now you need a degree to make a rum and coke.
Like I guarantee the person that makes her coffee, she refers to as a barista. Guaranteed.
He's like the guy sitting on the fucking fire escape right there. There's a barista.
Yeah, like you look at this, this is exactly how it like. Do you think there's any Trump voters in this crew, Brett?
No.
This is what American cities have become. American cities used to be like terrible places filled with violence and crime or whatever. Now they're just filled with gentrified, wacky liberals who just want to take fucking pictures on their fire escape with their man buns and their bro beards and, talk about how they're going to fix fucking climate change and shit. That's all they want to do. And then you have this chick here walking around with her Black Lives Matter mask. Like you name it. Look at what the fuck is this outfit? Can we just talk about this for a moment? What in the fupa is this? Good Lord.
That's a big old set of granny panty bottoms.
Yeah, I'm saying, son, Jesus Christ. Look at these broads. Oh, goodness gracious. There they are. Anyway, according to her LinkedIn page, she is a 30-year-old woman. She has her pronouns, of course, in her bio because we weren't sure if she had a dick, and now we know. She majored in, did you see her major, Brett, at Stonehill College?
No, what is
it? French. Which will become very useful when she moves on to the stripper stage of her life in Montreal. No?
Yeah. Pepe Le Pew. Now coming to the stage.
Her mother, this is her mother at Stonehill College, who was the senior vice president there, now took a job in Indiana as a president of another college. Intellectual. Her sister's names, this is like, you got to read this fucking bio of her about the mother and the sister. Our mom has always sought to understand the lived experience of others. For us, there is no clearer example of this than her decision to visit each of us during the transformative college semesters that we spent abroad. Her first trip brought her to Senegal to visit her eldest daughter. So her daughter is writing this, referring to her other daughter as her eldest. Who uses that word? In Dakar, her sister's name is May Riyad. Like, if you have an accent over a letter in your name, you are a pretentious douchebag. Your parents are awful. Like, imagine if you come up, like, I'm going to come up with a name for my child, but I need, like, the letter E in there with, like, an accent on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm going to change mine so it reads Beret. Just need that little queer fucking tail on the E. I am Beret.
Oh, yeah. The host family to our mom is Mommy Katie, but also bestowed upon her the same Senegalese name as their matriarch in Colombia. 2 years later, she booked a family trip to Morocco for Thanksgiving during Kate Treona's first trip there. So basically, these people are world travelers. They do whatever the fuck they want. They major in French, and then they get out. They can't get a fucking job. And now you're a 30-year-old bartender in Boston. And by the way, the place that she works at is like literally right on the Milton line in Dorchester. It's barely fucking Boston. And
what type of place is it?
What was that?
Like, what type of bar is it? Do you know?
Oh,
like,
you know exactly what bar. Let's check it out. Let's check
one. 80 craft beers on tap type gay shit.
Let's go and look at their Facebook page for a moment, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about.
All right. Let's see what this will do. Taqueria. Oh, go fuck yourself. That's enough right there. The bougie food shit.
Yeah, look at this shit. Here's all the pictures.
Yeah, nope. Not the place you go watch a Red Sox game and have a few beers. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yuck.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah. So that's her. That's she sucks. I would call her, but she's gone completely private. So let me try real quick, actually, to call her. Shall we?
Yeah, that she ain't gonna answer. I'm hoping the one that kicked her own ass at the riots answers. Did you talk to her at all?
Which one? Oh, yeah. So we're going to try to call her. Believe me.
That's been my
We'll get her
favorite.
next. Okay. She's not answering. Let's go on to that chick at the riots, shall we? Providence.
Sure.
Okay. Warwick Mom arrested. Okay, here we go. So Providence was the big story of the week. Last Sunday, there was a takeover of the city of Providence, Brett, by about 400 hood boogers on bicycles and ATVs. And apparently this is an ongoing problem down in Providence. They've tried to stop it, and they just don't for whatever reason. So eventually there's a crash in which, because the cops tried to stop it, and it looked in the initial video. Did you see the initial video where it looked like, and they made it seem like the cop rear-ended the kid?
No, thankfully I was out all day when that was all
Okay,
over
let's
TV.
watch it. Let's watch it then. So here it is.
I've seen it since, but yeah.
You've seen it since. Okay. So
Yeah.
There's a parade of hood boogers going down here on their bicycles through Providence, and watch this cop here pull out of the street. Okay. So he pulls out, and now this bike, this is this Jamal Gonzalez character, Gonzalez. And by pulling out, he has gotten in his way. So he now swerves. Okay. And now this is the cop car right here that they allege that, hit poor innocent Jamal with an H. And
Jamal with an H.
Yeah, Jamal with an H. And so they allege now that this cop car hits him down on purpose, but let's watch what happens. Oh, there he is. He hit a wall. The cop is about like 4 feet from him here. He has already crashed into a wall and he's out. And now watch what happens. Boom. The cop hits a fucking stop sign. That's why the cop has a front end damage to his vehicle.
Yeah.
Boom. He goes down like a ton of bricks, etc. Mystery solved. They are literally rioting in Providence over this all week. They're demanding justice for Jamal. Answer me this, Brett. How the fuck do you get justice against a brick wall?
Well, it's just insane to me that even after the video that shows clearly the cop didn't touch him, he just ate the fucking bricks.
Yeah, they're still
doing it.
Yeah, they're still out there. They're still doing their thing.
That's when you bring the hoses in, man. Like as the mayor or whatever the fuck decides the cop shit goes, all right, look, it's clearly not the case. So get these fucking assholes off the streets.
Okay. Yeah, I feel you on that one. Let me remind you guys. So again, here's the link to the StreamYard. To the donos. If you guys want to do the freestyle, we need 150. So far, we're at zip. So hopefully we get to unleash a freestyle because it's a good one. So if you want to, and by the way, if you leave a comment, if you want to give a shout out to your homie, your little homie CeeLo, whoever, obviously I'll read off whatever comment you put on there, etc. All right. So 20 people get arrested at these riots. One of them is named Erin Atwood, and she writes the following on Facebook at the mayor of Providence. Hey, Jorge Eloza, is this your Providence police showing restraint on protesters? I was punched in the face, hit in the back with a wooden club, tackled, hit, etc. I'm a 5'4", 120-pound female, and I had no weapons, and I showed up after the protest. Time out. You showed up after the protest? Then what were you there to do?
Riot.
Yeah, you're there to riot. So the protest is over, and then you stayed for the after riot. Okay, so we know exactly what you're there for. Anyway, she goes on to say, and I was the last person arrested that night. My sweatshirt was cut up by your police officers for no reason, except to prevent me from being warm in your pea-covered jail cells. My belongings were quote-unquote lost, including my $350 eyeglasses, which I cannot see without. After asking your officers several times to pick them up after assaulting them off my face. Once in jail, I was refused a phone call. We were not offered any food. I had to bang on my jail cell until my hands were bruised to be able to tell my mother where I was. I was denied my medication, even though my behavior was clearly exhibiting the fact that it needed it. As I explained to several police officers, I was not taken to the hospital for my injuries, even though they were obvious and numerous. I was told that I was a bad mother who should have something bad happen to their child because I was protesting the injustices in the system. So what do you think, Brett? Any thoughts on this?
All right, so far, anyone that puts the dollar sign after the amount's a fucking asshole, too. Let me point that out.
Yes.
The dollar sign goes before the money amount. That $350 glass with the dollar sign last. Oh, fuck your mother with that bullshit.
Yeah.
And your own fucking post already said you got there after the protest, so you weren't protesting dick.
Yeah.
You were hoping they kicked in the window to a bookstore so you can get some free Anne Frank book or whatever the fuck it is you read.
Yeah.
All these motherfuckers are so fake. And then you admit you hurt yourself acting like a fucking baby that got put in its fucking crib after you get arrested.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, that basically sums it up right there. I completely agree with you. Obviously, my thoughts on this are, number one, the cops, if they did say that you were a bad mother, that is 100% accurate. If you have a child, she appears to have a baby at home or something, and you leave them to go riot, you're not a bad mother. You're a horrible mother. Like you should not be allowed to be a mother. When I'm dictator, we are tying your tubes forever. You're never going to reproduce again. And that's it. Period. No, there's no appealing that. It is what it is. You were denied your so she's showing all these bruises that she's like, oh my God, my bruises. Meanwhile, she admits that she got those bruises from punching her jail cell, Bret.
And the knees, get to the knee thing.
The knee part. And my knees. Oh my God, my knees are so bruised. Like, look at her fucking knees. Just see down here. Her knees.
Yeah.
Look at her. Good Lord.
But then you can show how it got like you did that shit.
We're gonna there's this
it's just so insane.
Yeah, I know.
And that looks like a hickey. That looks like her girlfriend fucking hickied her with the SpongeBob one.
Yeah, and look at this one. Like, my kids have worse abrasions than this on their legs every single day of the year. Like, anyone with a 2-year-old sees worse fucking bruises than this on a daily basis. There's her knees. Oh God. Yeah, I mean, even Monica Lewinsky's like, girl, please.
And then here's how that happened.
Okay. So here's how it happened. Let's see what happened. Here's how her knees got like this. She's being dragged by the police out of there. Look at this. Now watch this. Body goes limp. Like what is she? She's resisting, right? Boom. Creeps crashing.
Yeah, the ragdoll method.
Yeah, like what? You can't walk, bitch? So you intentionally banged your knees on the ground, intentionally punched a jail cell, and now you're whining that your knees are hurt. And like, oh my God, maybe you should go fuck yourself. And they're like, I want to sue the fuck out of them. I want the mayor's attention for this. Well, she didn't get the mayor's attention, Bret, but she got mine. So I think we should give her a call because I did. She didn't. Did you see the messages she sent me?
I don't know. I read a bunch of that shit today. Is this the one that was going to go on and then get out? It was you?
Yeah, this is. So I messaged her. Let me read these messages off. Let's see. It's on the other. I'm going to read these to you. They're on my other window right now, so you guys can't see them. But it says, I messaged her yesterday at 3:30, and I said, you should come on the live show tomorrow. She says, what's a live show? I'm like, tomorrow night, we're talking about the riots. She goes, yeah, but whose show is it? She goes, I'll come on as long as it isn't to attack me. I'm like, it's my show. You can say whatever you want. And she goes, well, I already got Turtleboy harassing me. So that's when I realized she doesn't know. Like, you know what I mean? She hasn't looked at my fucking Facebook profile picture is Turtleboy.
Yeah.
What do you think? You know, God, you're stupid. And I'm like, I'll send you the link tomorrow. She goes, oh, cool. Thanks. And then she messages me back 3 hours later. She goes, yeah, dumb, LMFAO. Not coming on your show. Nice try. You're lucky I have a life. So it took a bit to care to find out who you were. It took you 3 hours, bitch. But that's harassment. So get a lawyer. And I'm like, are you scared?
She's probably dumb enough to where it was fucking, she bragged to one of her little Kaylee fucking friends. It's like, and I'm going on this guy's podcast tonight, Clarence Woods Emerson. He sounds fancy. And then they were like, dude, that's Turtleboy, you know? She's like, what? Motherfucker. I've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled even.
Well,
pass me another wheatgrass shot.
I say what I have to say in my own space. You want my opinion? It's all over my Facebook. Use that. Get a lawyer. Turtle fag. Bye.
Oh.
So we're calling her.
Oh, turtle fag. That's tolerant.
See, what they don't realize is once you've messaged me and responded to messages, then I can call.
If she picks up,
then your phone rings. Then your phone rings.
Just be nice.
Come on, answer, bitch. Answer.
No ball.
Oh, she's not answering.
No.
Okay, so she's not an answer. So thank you, Leah. Leah says, gave a dono. She says, give Bret and I a wrench. The rioters have spoken.
I don't want one.
You don't want a wrench? Why not?
Because I smoke weed and drink way too much. I don't want the responsibility.
It just really, you don't have to do anything.
Yeah, but what? So why have it?
A status symbol, like top
It
dog.
It doesn't give you like notifications and none of that bullshit.
No, I don't think so. I think you just get the fuck around. It's just, I don't know.
And people know it's you. So yeah, because
it's kind of like the blue check mark. You know what I mean?
There's some of the third stringers in here talking shit about me. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. At least that way people know the ones of me. There's like 3 fake Brets.
Yeah.
So yeah,
right.
okay.
Yeah. So yeah, once again, if you guys want to hit it up, boom, there it is right there. 130 short for the freestyle. It's a good one. You're gonna want to hear this one, trust me. Anyway, so she's like, steer the fuck out of them. She doesn't answer the phone. Let's go on to the next one, shall we? We got a bunch of ratchets to get through here tonight. Next one I want to talk about.
Listen, when you sent me the agenda today, when you texted it to me, I looked through the list and I was like, dude, they're definitely gonna call us massage therapists tomorrow because it's just a bunch of crazy bitches. I don't think there's no dudes on it.
There's no dudes, huh? Is that sexist? Are we sexist?
I don't believe so. Yeah, tonight we're massage therapists. Watch.
You see this little shithead in Ashland?
Oh yeah, that's a good parent.
The biggest story of the week. I don't have that much to say about this, other than this is at a Trump standout, which once again, these Trump standouts, like, good for you. You're exercising your free speech and God bless you, but they are just magnets for fucking crazy people because Trump derangement syndrome is a very, very real thing, Bret. A very real thing. And
yeah, it makes you use your kid as weapons. That's nice.
Like, look at this child. This kid is 9 years old. This is not in the hood. This is Hopkinton, son. This is like the start of the Boston Marathon. Like, and this little
down the street from the state park and shit.
Like, this kid goes to like the Jewish private school. You know what I mean? Like, his parents are educators, and as it turns out, like, the dad is a teacher in Ashland, and the mother is a preschool teacher. That's
the dad?
No, this is the mom. This is the mom.
That's the mom. Ooh.
That's the mom. That's Jody Mostrow. And this is the dad down here, Jeffrey with the G, Mostrow, right?
The black fella?
What was that?
The black fella or the other?
No. That's the guy. That's the guy from Steve Burton, right? Like,
I don't know.
You ever seen him on TV? No, not the black guy. She's not married to the black guy, right? She's not that woke. She's not that woke. So anyway, I find out one more thing about this couple. I don't really have that much. Do you have much to say about this? I mean, it's a kid throwing middle fingers at a bunch of adults.
Yeah, no, it's just shitty parenting, and the revenge will be when that little asshole's in his teens. He's going to be a little cocksucker. You're already letting him do double bird and yell stupid shit at 9. Yeah, he's not going to grow out of that. That's permanent. You just created that.
And Trump derangement syndrome created this. So I also found out something about this couple, Bret. You're gonna like this. I found this after this blog was written. So as it turns out, the dad and the mom, they went on a vacation over the summer, right, with the kid. The mom is having an affair with some other dude, and they set the freaking vacations up so that her and her mistress or whatever were vacationing in the same spot at the same time.
Yeah.
And the husband caught them banging on the family vacation. And now they're separated.
They cucked him up?
And I looked at the police logs. They've been to their house. The Ashland police have been to their house several times for like domestic disputes. She calls the cops on him. I guess he's losing it because and this is how he reacts. He just trains his
you get caught getting pulled. Yeah.
Yeah. So they're going through like an intense family crisis, but he still should not be a teacher. This guy's an actual teacher at Ashland High School. Teachers, Bret, are out of fucking control right now in this country. They're out of fucking control. It pains me to say this as a former teacher, but the profession right now, and this isn't all teachers, obviously, but I've never seen a profession with so many fucking pieces of shit in it before, Bret. Like selfish, cowardly pieces of shit. That's all I got to say. Like these people don't even.
After the nurse thing.
Well, you know how I feel about the virus.
Well, yeah, but everything. You remember the nurses thing? how we shit all over them for their bullshit.
Yeah.
And it was like the teachers were like, just wait till school starts. Hold that beer.
Yeah. No,
You
exactly.
think you can be fucking nuts.
You think you can be something.
Super vagina.
At least the nurses showed up to work and told us to stay the fuck home. The teachers are like,
at least they were bitching at work.
Yeah. At least they said they were essential. The teachers are like, we're essential, but also not really because we're not going to fucking work. So get your fucking Chromebook, son. Like you're going to learn on your 5-year-old's going to learn on a fucking computer. Good Lord. Anyway, we'll have more on them later. So that's that one. Just want to hit that real quick. That was the biggest, that had the most of any blog. All right. Let's talk about these no, actually, I want to talk about this situation, this woman in Springfield, because we might get her on the phone. She seems fucking like a good time. All right. So, this Springfield.
Oh, fuck. Yeah,
this is a good one.
I went down this rabbit hole today.
Oh, she's a fun one, this chick. So, here she is, Miss Ratchet America. So, there's a shooting in Springfield Monday. Nothing out of the ordinary, just your typical Springfield murder. Except this time, how it happened was the victim found out that his car was stolen by a 16-year-old and a 22-year-old man named Isaiah Marquez. He somehow tracks it down, and he has another car, and he tracks them down, and they go down a dead-end road, and they track them to the end of the street, and I don't know what happens after that, but all I know is the passenger, Isaiah, starts shooting at the guy whose car was stolen, and he kills him, right? And he gets arrested. He's charged with murder. So is the 16-year-old. I'd like to, here he is right there with his fucking pube stash. But he's also out on bail on like other weapons charges because obviously he's a piece of shit, and we wouldn't want him to catch COVID in jail, Brett. He could get sick.
No.
You got to let him out.
Yeah.
I think the weirdest part about this is that when he was arrested months ago on the gun charges, and when he was arrested this time, he had one thing in common besides the guns. Did you see that?
Children?
Yes. He seems to be hanging out with 16-year-olds.
Right?
He's 22 years old. And if you're hanging out with 16-year-olds, it's weird enough. But why the fuck is the 16-year-old driving the stolen car? Riddle me that. Like what? You can't even drive the fucking car. You have the 16-year-old is driving it. What?
He wants to be safe. He has to have his hands at 10 and 2. He can't shoot out the window with one hand on the wheel. That's not safe.
Man, it's like the Nickelodeon version of Grand Theft Auto. Like, holy shit. So they get arrested, and the sister,
the short bus version.
Yeah, whose name is Mariah Hernandez. She goes on and she posts the following. Yo, it's kill or be killed, N-word. If it was the other way around, motherfuckers will be having a party. Not so sure about this. So if her brother had gotten shot, they'd be having a party? Maybe. Maybe. I don't know.
Why? Was he that big a piece of shit?
Maybe so. Maybe it was a child. I mean, he's hanging out with some people. Maybe so.
Yeah, a bunch of parents would have a party.
First of all, it's kill or be killed. Or just throwing this out there, maybe don't steal the cars. Maybe don't steal people's cars, and then it won't be kill or be killed. Like, I don't wake up every day, Brett, and I'm like, yo, it's either kill or be killed today, son. Know what I mean?
That's right. And let me go hook up with my 16-year-old chauffeur and get the fucking busting caps.
Like, I went to fucking soccer practice and shit today, and then I ate lunch. That was okay. It wasn't. There was no kill or be killed involved. What the?
Yeah, no. We did grandkid shit all day today, and yeah, I didn't have to like shoot anybody or get shot at, which was nice.
Yeah, very nice. So he goes on to say, "R.I.P. to that man's. I mean it in no disrespect, and free my brother. He did what he had to." So she means no disrespect against the victim who had his car stolen and was shot. But yo, free the guy who killed him because he did what he had to. So basically the victim is the bad guy because he had to be killed, Brett. Self-defense. I mean, what else?
Yeah. Well, it makes sense.
She looks exactly what.
That's just so retarded.
Yeah, no, she looks exactly what you thought she would look like. And of course, the hood rat crew comes out and they're like, yo, kill or be killed. Like one person actually points out, kill or be killed. They stole his car. He got to be killed for even the good ones don't even write in English. Let me read this is the smart answer. Let me read the smart answer. kill or be killed. Bitch, they stole his motherfucking car. The fuck he gotta be killed for? Makes sense, you wake ass bitch. Or how about you die since you think he deserved it for whatever reason? That's the good comment. All right. So we're off to a bad start. Not a bad comment.
So it goes down from here, you say?
That's the sensible comment. That's the one. That's the thinking one in the crew. Then the rest come in. He gave that car to Yayi months ago. She been out here in that car for months. They just saying that to try and justify the fact that he was really mad over some pussy. 100 emoji, 100 emoji, 100 emoji. So Yayi is apparently the 16-year-old. Normal.
Yeah.
And she's saying the victim gave the car to the 16-year-old and he wanted it back. And he's mad because these two grown men are arguing over 16-year-old pussy. That is not a fact. That is just what's being alleged in ratchet folklore. So don't hold us to that. Then another chick comes.
They both stuck her.
They both what?
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that
the
they're
streets
both.
are saying they both fucked her.
Yes, that they're fighting over her. The car, the 16-year-old,
all right.
which could be possible.
16-year-old chauffeur.
Yes, perfectly normal. Perfectly normal. So she goes on to say, another one says, "You sound like a sad bitch hiding on a fake page. Go cry or some. Suck my dick, bitch. Hit me up from your real page." Whoa. And what do you think she does for a living, Brett? I think you know this already.
Cannot achieve.
Cannot achieve. She claims to be.
Yeah, someone said that in the comments. I didn't
cannot achieve. That's a good one. You go to her bio, and it's like, "Rest in peace to a real OG. I love you, Dad." If you've ever referred to your dad as a real OG, there's probably a reason why he's dead. That's all I'm going to say about that. He can't be that real of an OG if he ain't alive. Okay. And single, mother of two, shocking.
Oh, of course.
Future RN. And so she's like this. She doesn't give a shit about someone just being killed, but now she wants to go into healthcare naturally. It makes sense. And she goes, "Free my bro. I love you, buzzing. Free Yayi. This whole situation crazy, man. Free you, baby girl." Drinking Hennessy, you name it. And this is like the victim. I mean, I don't want to generalize here, but I mean, come on. And she goes, "Ditto. I do feel bad. My condolences go out to the family, regardless of what happened. We've been through the same, and it's definitely heartbreaking. Wish things turned out to be different. Shit my head. RIP. And free my buzzing. I pray God gives you another chance to be free one day. You don't deserve life in prison. I don't give a fuck, but God knows what he's doing. We just got to leave it in his hands." So I don't even know what her argument is here.
What's with the Liberace starter kit on the dead guy? And I'm not being mean, but look at them rings. Like that.
I know.
That's
what do you think? I already know everything. I don't know who this quote unquote victim is, but I already know what he does for a living just by looking for him, Brett. Looking at him, you know?
Yeah. But again, like I'm not making fun of a dead guy. This is what happens when y'all run around with guns and 16-year-olds and all that. Y'all are going to end up on that fat ginger show there, the Predator Papa or whatever the fuck his name is.
Oh, yeah, Jay the Predator Poachers. No, she's a little too old for them. She's too old. Anyway, she goes, "How I get excited for my son to start." So she's a mother, of course. And I mean, think of this. We're talking about remote learning. There's a child at home who is dependent on this woman for an education. That is everything you need to know about why schools should be open. Okay. Now, little twist to this. I didn't know her name when I first wrote this blog. And of course, immediately after, people send my name and they're like, they send me this article. I'll bring it up right here. Here we go. 2 arrested on firearms charges in Springfield, loaded gun found. There she is. Okay. A Springfield woman and man were arrested Saturday after police say they found a loaded firearm in their vehicle. The incident happened at 3:15 in the North End. Police say their car was traveling down blah, 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 with its headlights off. When police tried to pull the vehicle over, the driver, now identified as Mariah Hernandez, allegedly refused to stop. Are there any gangsters in Springfield who aren't driven around by their bitch, Brett?
No, apparently not.
Do any of these motherfuckers drive?
That's a great looking motherfucker.
Yeah, so
I know why some of them hang out with kids.
Why? I mean,
you
look
watch
at this
Wire
guy
enough, you know why too.
Why?
Why
Because
they hang out with teenagers and you have them hold the gun. That way, if the
yeah, that's
corner
true. They
gets
can take a
rushed,
charge.
yep,
That's true.
and you're
That's true.
fine.
That's true. Makes sense. That does actually make sense. I mean, look at this guy. Look at the guy she's rolling with. He looks like the Puerto Rican Paul McCartney, circa 1964. Look at him. Look at this. What is that?
It's like a Mexican Gilbert Grape. Look at that fucking haircut.
Lord. Good Lord. The Barriqua Beatles. Good Lord. Anyway, so this gentleman says his name is Jose Soto. He had an open bottle of liquor at his feet. How much you want to bet it was Hennessy? And he was wearing an electronic monitoring bracelet on his ankle. They found, of course, metallic knuckles and marijuana cigarettes. And she attempted to drive around the officer's car multiple times. This is just what they do. Of course, Mrs. Hernandez had a suspended license. Officers located a floated firearm on the floor of the car. The firearm was loaded with 15 rounds of ammunition. And Mr. Soto was known to them. He has a prior conviction for carrying a firearm. So this is just how they roll. So I think we should give her a call. No?
I'm telling you, yeah. But I'm telling you, man, that's why up here they have constitutional carry. So everyone has a gun and there's way less shootings and stuff. Like statistically shit.
Yeah.
Dude, all these assholes are running around with fucking handguns. All of them.
All of them. We're going to call her, let's see, Mariah May. I'm going to find her on Facebook.
Go ahead and defund the police. We'll have you motherfuckers cleaned out in a weekend.
Yeah.
Fucking queers.
But she actually accepted my friend request. And I'm like on her page right now. She's posting about cookies. And
she might be at a quinceañera.
See.
Oh, papito.
Oh, Aaron. Okay. So this is what she's posting pictures and things about birthday parties. And I mean, this is unbelievable. Welcome to Everybody Hates Mariah. I told her to come on the show. I messaged her about coming on. Let me bring up my message with her.
That's because you're a lippy bitch. You earned that shit. You wanted the attention.
I said, yo, come on the live show tonight. She's like, for what? And I'm going to go call her. So we're calling her right now.
Whippets.
She's on. She's posting about cookies and shit. She might answer. She might get an answer here. Yeah. Come on.
Hola.
Hello. Call her. Answer, bitch. You know this will be a good call. We got to keep calling her.
Okay, why? Hola, papito. Oh.
Hola, papito.
Hola.
Hola, papito. Hola.
No.
Hola, papito.
¿Cómo te va?
Oye, oye. No sé. No.
Pick up the phone, Holmes.
So, by the way, Brett, I got another. I got court again. I haven't announced this yet. I was going to do this in a blog. Let me pull this up real quick. Show you guys my new court situation here. It's because of last week's show. Last week's show got me into court again. It is not I'm not being sued. It's another fucking harassment order. Let's see if I can find it. Give me one
by
second.
The Kale Queen.
By Lettuce Wrap. Lettuce Wrap. Remember her? Yeah. How'd you know it was her?
Kale Gun.
How'd you know it was her?
You know how I knew.
Oh, I told you about it?
Yeah, you fucking whack.
I can't remember.
You smoking too?
Yeah, I have smoked a lot today, actually. That's kind of the problem.
Yeah.
Let me pull this up. Let me share screen, application.
How do you know? What the fuck?
Let me just all the way. Can we expand this or no? Let's see.
Adios mio buffering.
Okay, I don't know if you guys can read that. Anyway, let me read this to you real quick. It says, so this chick, Leticia Freitas, she has...
Dos papas fritas?
She was the one who was harassing A&D Pizza in Millbury because they made a Trump pizza, which was fucking delicious, by the way. It had mozzarella sticks, which was like a wall, and mozzarella sticks are racist now. So she harasses this place, organizes a campaign to destroy their Yelp reviews. All I do is write about her behavior and attempt to call her on the live show, which she doesn't answer, which is fine. And now she's taken a harassment order out against me, and she has not gotten it yet. But it says the plaintiff in this case has made an application to the court for the issuance of a harassment prevention order under blah, blah, blah. Worcester District Court has ordered a video conference to be held via Zoom on the date and time indicated on this notice. At the video conference hearing, both parties will be given an opportunity. I am a big fan of this. I think it's ridiculous that courts aren't open. If schools are going to open, we should open courts, obviously. But at the same time, it's going to save me a lot of fucking time not to drive to the Worcester courthouse, Brett. Parking there is a bitch. Yeah, I know you've been to the Worcester courthouse.
Oh, why the fuck? What do you mean by that, motherfucker?
You know exactly what I mean by that.
Oh, armed robberies, eh? I fucking hate that building. Sucks.
Yeah,
any courthouse sucks. But so you got to do it just like this with the background and everything in the turtle cave. You got to do the Zoom court like that.
Oh yeah. So I don't know. By the way, Mariah just messaged me back, so we should call her. She messaged me. Let me call her real quick.
Well, ask her nicely. Say, would you like to come and talk to us about your problem?
Hello. She gave me the question mark back. Just wanted to interview you. You're a big star. You're a big star.
Sucker dick.
You're going to be on Ratchet Idol.
Let me read. Be good.
All right. Good so we're up to 100 right now. We're about 50 short. We have so far. Anonymous says, Saturday Night Live, Turtleboy style. Brett, will you marry me? I won't tell my husband if you don't tell the wife. You accept?
Who was it?
Anonymous.
No cheat.
Might have a dick.
No cheat. No.
Yeah. M Job says, by the looks of her, how did the Ashland lady get any guy, let alone one husband and another guy to cheat on her with? I mean, I could picture it. She's not that bad looking. I thought better than the other chick from Warwick. Like, how did she get the boy?
Yeah, well, you guys don't take into account. We've seen some fucking wildebeests on this show, and they're finding dick. Guys are grimy as fuck. They'll fuck anything. Most dudes, they'll put their dick in anything when no one's looking.
Yes, they will. Brittany says, give Leah her wrench. There is a concerted effort here to give. Is there like a fake Leah in the stream?
They want me and Leah to have them.
Is there a fake Leah in the stream?
I don't think so.
Okay. So yeah.
We just want our clout, and everyone. Mega Mortis started it. Blame him.
Okay, Meg. Yeah, because he's messaging me on Facebook telling me to do it too. I guess there's I don't know. There might be fake ones, but anyway.
After the show or whatever.
About wrenches, I don't care. Melinda.
You know which ones are us.
I do. I don't though. They're pretty good at like hiding it.
Well, you got to do that. It logs in with your YouTube account for this. Like when I click it now, it says, "Do you want to use your YouTube?"
Oh, to come on the show? Yeah. Oh no, I'm not talking about the porn.
No, they're talking about on YouTube.
Okay.
For the comments, you're saying, "Fuck."
Whatever. So Melinda says, "Shout out to all the people that hate you but are still here watching." Absolutely, Melinda. You know they're all here. You know the Bristol fucking butthurts. That's the funny part about this is they list. The second I write about them or talk about them, they're immediately talking about it in the Discord because they all listen to every fucking show we ever made, Brad.
Listen, so the past couple Saturdays, they've been sending, I've done my research, they've been sending third string fucking TikToks from that Paula Moldy night page show. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It's like the Masshole Farm team to where like that Ed Fixer guy goes on there. And
Crispy show?
Yeah. So some of his audience now comes and tries to say shit about me and you every Saturday. They don't last long because the regulars pretty much run them out.
Yeah.
But they literally, now they're sending TikToks. Like if you lick windows, go troll Bret and Aidan.
Yeah.
That's how pathetic all this has become.
And Marcy from Australia also says, thanks for making me laugh. Still locked up in Australia. Yo, free my boy Australia style. All right, so we're up to 100. If we can get to 150, we can unlock the freestyle. There you go again. Okay. All right. So back to the program here, Brett. Let's go on to the next topic, shall we? I want to talk about this story out in Fall River that got people all fired up. The dead kid. Because this is, I guess, apparently controversial, this story.
You've been eating a lot of shit about this one, huh?
Yeah, I mean, so let's address it then, shall we? Because this is I don't think I should eat shit. I think it's completely on brand, and I'm very passionate about this shit. So let me bring up the right screen and boom. Okay, so Fall River, a kid named David Allman, 14-year-old, dies allegedly of starvation. We're told. I mean, that's fucking crazy. And he's got like crackhead parents. The police get called there. The father was performing CPR. Both parents are charged with they're being arraigned on charges of caretaking or neglect of a disabled person and possession of a Class A drug. So there was heroin all over the house. They have twin boys, 14-year-olds. The intellectually disabled one was neglected. The other one's dead, allegedly of starvation. I don't know how a 14-year-old dies of starvation, Brett. That's crazy.
Dude, that takes a minute. You know what I mean? Like that's an ongoing horrible situation in that fucking place.
Starvation in America. Like, that's fucking crazy.
That's madness. And drugs all over the place.
Yes. And you know what? I fucking stand by every single word of this blog because teachers were apparently very upset about this one. But guess what? Fuck you. Fuck you, teachers. Okay. And I mean that. Any fucking teacher who has the audacity to want hybrid or remote learning, you have fucking blood on your hands. Just understand that because of your whining cuntery about, no cases. Oh, I might get fucking COVID and this and that. You're a fucking coward. You're a fucking coward. You killed this kid. You're a fucking murderer. That's what I think of you. And then, is that harsh? Is that harsh? Well, guess what? You killed a kid. I don't give a fuck if you think that's harsh. You killed a fucking child. Fuck you, Fall River Educators Association. Bow your heads in shame. You had one job. Your job was to show up at school and educate children. Your job is more than just to be a teacher. And this is what they've always said. We're a community. We're supposed to be providing kids. We provide them with a lunch. We should do their laundry. We should do this and that because we're more than just teachers. We are the first people. We're advocates for them. We notice when things are wrong with them. We file 51As for them. Like, we care about the kids. We love our kids. We just don't want to be near them because they might give us a virus with a 99.9% recovery rate. We care about them that fucking much. Okay. And when you do this in a place like, Concord, Carlisle or something like that, the kids might be okay. It might be a huge pain in the ass for their fucking parents. And by the way, I tweeted this out today. Did you know that something like 80% of people who have gone on unemployment in the last 2 months have been women?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah. You know why? Because the fucking moms are the ones who have to quit their fucking jobs to stay home with the kids. I know multiple people like this where, if the dad is making more money than the mom.
The one's lucky enough to be able to do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of against the whole extra 600 shit for that. I don't want to get into all that, but if you're lucky enough, the mom quits and gets unemployment so someone could do all this bullshit at home.
Yeah.
Some people ain't lucky enough to do that.
No, you're right. And you're forced. And so that can work in a place like Concord, right? Where whatever, dad makes enough money or whoever makes enough money and one parent stays home and they'll be okay. Like, it'll suck for the kid, but they'll survive. With this in Fall River, you need schools open more than in the shitty areas. You need schools open more than ever because schools are like a safe haven from these kids are not wanted, Brett. A lot of these kids are brought into this world and they're an inconvenience to their parents. They weren't planned. These people just are, allergic to fucking prophylactic wrappers and they just will not wrap it up and they just can't pull out and use the Turtleboy birth control method of the chest. They just can't do it. And so they reproduce and these kids are brought into this world and nobody wants them and they're treated as an inconvenience. And they're just like, whatever. We're just going to get high and do our thing and whatever. And then the kid fucking dies. And the schools are supposed to be the safe haven. This is the whole idea of like free lunch and stuff like that. He died, Brett, once again, of starvation. Now they're going to argue. They're like, well,
you can't die going to school.
No, you can't.
You can't die of starvation. Like, they're not watching fucking an Auschwitz kid go down the halls to second period or whatever. You know what I mean? Sure. Someone's going to go, hey, you want a fucking sandwich or something?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Even Dookie in The Wire, Prez gave him fucking, kid, you smell like shit. Here's a shower. Like, they're going to be advocates for you when school is open. And that's a good thing. That's the way it should be. Like, I'm all in favor of that sort of liberalism, if you will, is like, the school can help out and help kids like this whose parents aren't advocating for them. Now they're arguing that they have filed 51As or there is a DCF and they're blaming DCF for this. And believe me, DCF has plenty wrong with it too. I mean, how many kids have died under their watch?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I'll just go with yeah. I think that it's more that they're just so over fucking stretched, like it's not enough people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then it's that they suck.
Yes, I think that's exactly it. And so I stand by this story 100%. So even if DCF was involved and DCF did drop the ball on that, it doesn't change this. DCF doesn't give you food. The school does. And you're not getting food. The kids are not being fed. He died of starvation, Bret. I've never even heard of someone in the United States of America dying of starvation, ever. This is not fucking Somalia. People here do not die of starvation, but apparently they do now.
What about that House of Horrors one? Remember that one? The House of Horrors with
I don't think those
lived in. Was that starvation?
No, she just fucking I think she just fucking killed the kid, didn't? Or the kid came out dead or still. I don't know what the fuck those kids were born. The older two were well taken care of. Anyway,
wait until the fucking murders start.
The murders?
That's coming. Yeah, I'll be the first to say, the kids killing their parents because they're getting smacked around at home every fucking day, like the kids you were talking about, the inconveniences kids.
Yeah.
Their parents smacking them around, being abusive as fuck at home, no teachers, no one around.
Yep.
One of these nights, they find dad's gun and holy parents. Watch, it's coming.
Well, it's just like schools are open in the South. Private schools are all open and they're functioning fine. Did you see Boston opened up and then they closed because of cases, Bret? Cases. Yeah. If I hear that fucking every time I turn on CNN, it's like, oh, cases spiked at a new. Nobody gives a fuck about cases. Oh no, cases. First of all, that could mean more testing. And a lot of these cases turn out to be false positives. You don't actually have it. And if you get tested for it, on colleges, they're making kids get tested for it. 22,000 college students, Bret, have gotten tested positive for COVID. You know how many have fucking died? Two, right? And they were probably fucking pretty sick to begin with, or morbidly obese or something. Two. We're shitting on the world for this shit. It's fucking crazy. And they're just cases. Who gives a fuck?
Psychological.
Yeah.
But the psychological damage being done to all these kids.
That's much. The psychological damage is a million times worse. A million times worse.
Dude, that's what I'm telling you. No one's talking about it though. They're why worry about something? That's it though. I don't see it on TV.
Yep.
My wife watches all this news bullshit. I never hear of people concerned about it. But it's gonna be a fucking problem.
Even Laura's over in London. She's and she works in schools. And their schools are open, and they have just as much COVID as we do, and they've had huge problems with it too. And even the fucking British are doing it. We're more cowardly than the British. Are you fucking kidding me? What a bunch of fuck. And by the way, people are well, why is it happening in America? It's happening. They're having more cases over there too. It's not going to go away. There's always going to be fucking cases until there's a fucking vaccine. So get used to it and live your fucking life. Jesus Christ. I'm not even going. That's more of a Jerry Callahan rant I have going on there. But anyway, so this is what the teachers do. You're right. Rebecca Cusick from the teachers president. She goes, exactly. She goes, in July, the FERA surveyed its members twice. In both times, the majority supported a hybrid plan as a phased-in reopening. Last week, though, said Cusick, a third survey showed what she describes as a clear shift in what members feel is best, with 70% voting for a remote start to the school. So what members think is Bret? Notice members, nowhere does it say what they think what is best for children, but what is best for union members who are, quote unquote, fearful of contracting the virus. If you're afraid of this virus, Bret, you're a pussy. That's all there is to it. You're a fucking coward. You're a child if you're afraid of this virus, because there's nothing to be afraid. And to be truth be told, I don't really blame them that much, because the media, every time, just turn on CNN any day of the week. I turn it on every morning just because I want to see what the other half is saying. And then you turn it on and they're just so cases are at an all-time high today. And it's all just about making Donald Trump look bad. That's all this is.
I don't see how boomer removal gets blamed on him anyway.
I don't get it either.
The fucking Chinese gave this shit to us. You know what I mean? It's not
and they did nothing.
What the fuck does he have to do with it?
Well, they're and Joe Biden always says that 220,000 people have died under his watch. Well, how would you have? What would?
Yeah,
you
well,
have,
those same assholes thought that fucking coyotes were carrying fucking babies over the border. The furry ones.
that was trending. That was literally trending
People
on
can all
Twitter.
get fucked, man.
Yeah.
I've seen all the blue check marks, like Twitter and stuff. Oh my God, he thinks these small animals are carrying infants? What a
Yeah.
moron. Like,
What a moron.
You did not just say that out loud, you fucking moron.
This chick who is a Georgia state representative and a corporate attorney, an elected official in Georgia, tweets out that, like, but did he just say that? How is a coyote going to carry a whole human over a border? Like, she actually wrote that, a whole human.
That's so fucking insane.
These people can vote. I can't emphasize this enough. It's why you need to vote for Donald Trump. It's the only sane thing to do.
Yeah, they're voting 5 or 6 times each by mail, so you got to go out and vote for Trump.
You have to.
In person, because every one of these little fucking retards is voting a couple times. Believe that. I still get fucking. I've gotten 3 of those things I showed you to vote in Massachusetts from here. Like, I could vote 3 times if I kept them.
I know you should, and I don't know why you didn't.
You should
vote for you, Susan Collins, man. Vote for my girl.
Trump and Collins. Those are and Jared Golden is. I like him too, and he's in a different.
Your congressman?
Yeah, he's fucking. It's the local shit. You got me into all this politics shit because when you talk about it, I want to have something intelligent to say about it, and not just sit there like, yeah, fuck the Democrats. You know what I mean? So I watch all that shit all day now. And I got my little list. Yeah, well, I can't just be the swearing fucking idiot that's always baked. I got to at least know what I'm talking about.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. I've gotten people to vote who would never vote before. Like in that Gaffney election in 2015, the reason he won, that he like almost became the mayor of Worcester, is because I got like 3,000 people to show up and vote who'd never fucking voted before. You know, and they voted for Gaffney because it was like, that's what we're doing. We're voting. We didn't know about Gaffney back then.
The Democrats gave Trump another vote. My wife doesn't vote or nothing, but all this shit that I've shown her being pulled by the Democrats, she's like, well, fuck, now she registered everything. We're both going and stuff. I don't even think she's voted in her life. Mm-hmm. But watching all this bullshit, she's like, well, I got to throw him a vote. I was like, all right, you can come with me. It'll be great.
By the way, so they had the teachers formed this Facebook group apparently, and in Fall River, these teachers have their own Facebook group dedicated to finding ways to keep idiots out of the schools, keep kids out of the schools rather, and in their neglectful homes, blah, 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 blah. So I click on the Facebook group now, it's gone. They've now taken the page down. This page was literally dedicated to like planning ways in which they were going to avoid going to school while claiming to simultaneously love their students. And just to be clear, just to reiterate about this story, I apologize for nothing. That blog was 1,000% accurate. That kid would be alive today if his teachers were back in school full time, as they should be, and they could be, but they're not, because they put their own quote unquote safety, which was never really in jeopardy to begin with, over the actual safety of kids who come from dangerous homes. And now one of them is dead from starvation because Fall River is a third world country. Okay. So that I stand by that 100%. And I apologize for nothing. Just want to.
That's where we need the fucking wall around Fall River.
Oh God, I could think of a number of places we could use walls. All right. So let me just refresh the donos real quick. Let's see. AJB says, I voted today. Early voting is where it's at a baby. I like voting on election day, but thank you, AJB. I'm sure you voted the right way. Vanilla Slice donated, no comment. Anonymous says, lettuce wrap seems about as fun and exciting as dealing with a stopped up toilet, a complete disaster. Yes, she is. And that's going to be that's a Zoom call. Now, I'm not going to share the Zoom call for that, Brett, because I would not the crowd, but other people might. I can't stop other people. Like if somebody else found out, then the code for that Zoom call.
Stop talking.
No, I won't do it.
Listen, we're going to be in fucking 80 posts and you're going to get charged with fucking record tampering or whatever. What was it? Why it happened? That's what it was. So
anyway, why do Maine and Nebraska vote by congressional district? So that's just in their state constitution. Any state could do that. So Maine and Nebraska have one electoral vote each that goes to the winner of the congressional districts. And so Nebraska, all 5 of their electoral votes went to Donald Trump last election. There's only one of the 3 there that it's the district that has Omaha in it is the only one that could possibly ever go blue. In Maine, it's different. There's 2 congressional districts in Maine. The one that has Portland in it, the one in the South, that is the ultra liberal one that will go to whoever the Democrat is, no matter what. However, the other one, Brett, that has like fucking real Maine, like Madawaska, Maine and shit like that, that is the one that's like 50-50 that can go. I mean, you guys had like a fucking Trump governor for quite some time. That guy LePage.
Yeah, they hated him here.
But he got elected. They couldn't hate him that much. He got elected.
Yeah, but like after they replaced him in his last one. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
didn't he get voted out? No, he just left.
I'll have to go. I have to check that out. I thought
they
his term
still
was
bitch about him up here on the local crap. This is the mess LePage left us. Let's let the junkies sleep in tents in City Hall parking lot.
Did you see? By the way, did you see 50 Cent endorsed Donald Trump?
Because he doesn't want that fucking 400,000 tax thing.
He goes, what? 62%? Y'all motherfuckers crazy. He goes, I don't care if he hates black people. I'm voting for Trump.
That's because Biden wants to make all the celebrities into the poor boys. That was another fucking gem the other night.
The poor boys.
The fucking sandwich gang. Poor boys from down south.
He goes, I don't want to. He goes, I don't want to be 20 Cent.
Yeah, he's gonna be about. Yeah,
because I go, my name is 50 Cent, not 20 Cent. Mm-hmm. But it's so true. And I'll tell you one thing though, that the beauty of this all is that like they call Trump a racist, but more black and Latino people are going to vote for him than have voted for any Republican president in my lifetime. The people he's losing are suburban white women. That's his fucking problem right now.
Yeah. All the ones that went COVID crazy. And
the COVID, exactly. The Karens. Yeah. They're the ones that are like, oh my God, Black lives like matter. They should like matter. I wouldn't know about it, but here's a check. I'm going to donate to the bail fund.
And I'm going to go yell at some police.
All right. Last topic before we get to the freestyle and the Q&A here. Let's talk about this story that happened in Enfield, this fucking pit of America in Connecticut. So a pit bull attack happens. Now, my thoughts on pit bulls, Brett, I go back and forth with this. Is it the dog? Is it the breed? Or is it the, owner, right? And I think the more I think about this, the more I think it's very similar to the AR-15 argument in that, like, a lot of people, like, it seems like AR-15s are the gun of choice if you're a Manson-free kid who didn't go to the prom and you want to shoot up the school. They always pick the AR-15. They could pick any other gun and they could kill a lot of people with that gun, but they seem to like the AR-15. It's just what's in these days with your average school shooters, whatever. That doesn't mean, and conservatives will be the first ones to argue that, like, the gun is not to blame, right? The owner of the gun is to blame. Should it not be that way for pit bulls?
Yeah, I think so.
But you think it's the owner or the breed?
I think it's more the owner, but I do think it has something to do with the breed. Like, they're just a violent, horrible animal. Yeah, I'm afraid of violent dogs, so don't, like, I'm afraid.
So, like, here's my question, though. Then why don't police use pit bulls instead of German Shepherds?
Because they're too crazy. Like, I don't think they can be trained to the level that a German Shepherd. You should have had Lear on for this bullshit.
I mean,
other dog people, man. Yeah,
but
German Shepherds are smarter.
I've seen her fucking dog in action in Boston. It almost fucking bit this guy's fucking head off, So they're capable of that too. If you don't get them neutered and shit, like they're just fucking crazy.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I don't blame. I've kind of come around on this one. I just can't really blame an entire breed when it seems like the people who own this breed and they're always in the news, they're always fucking ratchets. It's never like a good family that like.
I've had non-ratchet friends that have pit bulls and they never bit me like any.
Never. Right.
They never got in any trouble because they were raised right. You know what I mean?
It's like this. It's the fact that they have like fucking square jaws. Like they're
terrifying looking.
Yeah, they are. They look like that motherfucker could.
If he bites me, I'm fucked.
They look like they have like hyena jaws,
Yeah.
Like that motherfucker. When he latches on, he ain't letting go.
He's taking a piece of me with him. And they shit I can do about it.
So
what
anyway,
are you going to do if you're not armed? If one of those grabs you by the what's that? Your calf, right? And you're not armed. What are you going to do?
Say
you
goodbye
just
to
got to hope he lets go at some point.
Yeah, that's it. So your only hope.
Fuck that.
So anyway, here in the pit bull, so this dog in Enfield, Connecticut, attacks a woman, starts biting her foot, and a cop is there. The dog's owners tried to stop the attack by pouring hot water on the animal, but it only hot water, hot water on the dog, but it only The dog then lunged at the woman and bit her neck, and then began pulling her off the sidewalk and onto the lawn. When animals bite a neck, they are doing it to kill them. Like, that is like a trained killer. Like lions know, you bite the fucking neck, so you kill the windpipe, and then you eat. And because they don't fight back when they're fucking dead, you literally suffocate them. That is a dog that is trained to fucking kill, that knows to go for the neck, Brett.
Yeah, no, that's the only animals that do that. If they're trying to kill you, then eat you.
Yeah. And so the cops shoot the dog. The dog is dead, and blah, blah, blah. And, of course, this is the owner, okay? Her name is Gina Porcello Rodriguez. There she is right there.
Oh, mama.
And she's workflow bitch. I don't even know what that means, but it sounds ratchet. And, there's the guy who dumped a fucking, a batch of baby batter in her tampon tunnel, and she got the tattoos there and everything. And she's, says words like on fleek. And I know everything I need to know just by looking at her. But in case I didn't, she's also got a lot to say on social media. This is what she said a month ago. Try and come take my son's scooters again, and I'm letting my big ass dog out on your ass. Try me. So, she routinely she knows the dogs are weapons. She threatens people with them over fucking scooters. Okay, scooters, and she's like, "Yup." Marco was about to go to bed, and he went to the fridge to drink something, and he seen a flashlight out the window, and he ran out there and chased the guy all the way up Pearl, and the dude got into a white car. And what they don't know is that we have a camera. It's in the front, but now it's going in the back. LOL. And somehow is always awake, and someone is always awake at my house. I have lots of sons, and they have friends that be here playing Fortnite all night. Go ahead and try that shot again. And not only am I letting my big-headed pit out, I'm letting all three of my sons rock the fuck out of whoever it is. So she's like, this is normal. This is normal behavior from a mother. And then
I'm going to send out my pit bull and my fucking these jacked up Mountain Dew junkie kids out on you. That's it.
Yeah, and have you seen the kids?
Yeah.
Okay. If you haven't seen the kids, we got to see them. Okay. These are the kids. There he is right there.
The other picture is the best one.
Look at these kids. Jesus Christ. Baby girl.
They're doomed, son.
Look at this guy.
Look at that feminine fucking looking fuck.
Oh my, just like the way he holds the fucking dog. Like it's like
he plays the peanut butter game with that dog. Look at this fruity bastard.
And by the way, look at the background. Is there a fucking picnic going on? A ghetto picnic? She's having a fucking picnic with the fucking lawn furniture. Nothing matches. Notice this is how you know you're in the ghetto. When I look in your windows and I don't see curtains, but I see bed sheets. And bed sheets. You're in the fucking hood right there. Like, look at this work of art. Good Lord.
All right, keep going. Keep going down to this.
What the fuck is this?
He's looked like he's staring at a dick. He's like, I'm gonna get that in a minute.
Oh God, there they are. There's the rest
the
of
one with the two of them.
Yeah, well, here's the whole crew. This is not a third world country. This is America, not Honduras or something. Like, this is America. And this one.
That one. The future bullet sponges pose. Look at these fucking fucks. And that one there, the guy on the right ain't missing no fucking meals. That motherfucker ain't dying of starvation.
I think that's a girl.
Look at that healthy fella. What? What is that?
I think that's a girl.
That's a girl.
I think so.
All
I
right.
think she's on the shot put relay team. But
she should go out for linebacker.
Look at this.
She looks like a bleached Chester McLaughlin. I don't know if you know who that is.
I don't know who that is.
It's an X-rated defensive lineman.
Okay, gotcha. Oh, I remember the name. So there she is in all her glory. There's the fucking dog. She has a 3-year-old, by the way, that this man eater is just around. That sounds safe. And then she writes things like, "You bitches is so lucky I'm not what I used to be. Word to the gods, if you see me walk away from something and you get confused, just know I was about to spit in your whole face." So this new woman who threatens to have dogs bite your face off, this is the new and improved Gina. This is the new and improved, you know what I mean? Seniorita Swallows. Oh, good Lord. Girl, I work so hard to be where I'm at in life, and I work so hard to be humble, and you and me both know what I used to be. I can't catch a case behind a bum because we know how that goes once you put your hands on something. Again, if you've ever uttered the phrase catch a case, you're pretty fucking ratchet in my opinion.
Catch a case behind a bum.
Yeah, behind a bum at that too. And she works so hard to be where she is in life. Just a reminder, this is where she is in life. Okay. She worked very hard to get there, Brett. Very, very hard. And now she's whining online, complaining about like, yo, why they have to do that? I love my dog. All you ever wanted to do is protect us. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe you shouldn't like train your dog to like this is not
to bite folks.
Yeah, like that's a weird way. Like when I have a dog, I don't have a dog to be like, yo, I need protection. My dog is there to like love and be a family member and shit. Like that's a normal way to look at a dog. If you look at your dog as like, yo, like it's like in lieu of a moat, you know, in lieu of a fire breathing dragon, I'm gonna have a fucking pit bull. That's the wrong approach. That's not the right reason to have a dog. You know what I mean?
Like back in the day now when Dobermans and German Shepherds and shit were the mean dogs, like back in the 80s and whenever the fuck.
Yeah.
Like a lot of single bitches had them. You know what I mean? As a method of warning them or protecting them. You know, like them live alone bitches.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? I can see that.
Yep.
But yeah, it's a family setting. You don't need a little killing machine to fucking roam your fucking apartment until it finds someone to bite.
North Shore Turtle Babe is in the comments. She says that she has a dog.
Hey, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, I don't know.
Dog. I've seen her big ass dog. It's a big dog. I mean, why not just get a gun? Wouldn't that be easier?
Not in Massachusetts.
Is it hard to get a gun? I don't know. Like
absolutely. It's right, don't fuck around. But Worcester County is one dude decides.
Who? Isn't I thought the
sheriff.
It's the town by town thing. Like you like
not Worcester. Worcester, the city then, not the county. Worcester is one dude sheriff. My buddy in Athol got guns because they have a panel.
Yeah, you can have
you
both.
You talk to and boom, they all got guns.
I understand the dog is a deterrent, but to me, it's like, why not? People have told me, like cops have told me, just put up a sign that says "Beware of dog," and people will be scared. You don't actually have to have a man-eating dog for people to be scared of it. You know.
Back in my criminal days, I may or may not have worked my way into homes that weren't mine.
Yeah,
occasionally or a lot. And if there was any evidence of a dog, that house is safe as fuck from me, Jack.
Yeah.
Even back in the day when I was young and dumb, I ain't fucking with no dog in someone else's house.
Apparently, I'm in a minority because I'm like reading the comments and everyone's just like, dogs are fucking, like everybody here gets a dog for security. I don't know. I want to have a dog. I'm
telling you, a lot of women do it.
Yeah, do that. Okay, maybe it's a chick thing.
Yeah, every broad should take jiu-jitsu and have a gun. Fuck dogs. Dogs, I can trick whatever dog you got with a piece of meat and then do whatever the fuck I want to you once he's gone. And that's a fact. I don't care how well your dog trained is. I throw in a cube steak, that motherfucker's going over there. Or meatball or whatever the fuck. Yeah. I'm telling you, he ain't going to go, let me ignore that free meat and protect this bitch. They ain't going to do it, Jack.
Yeah. All right. So let's... I guess that's all we have to say about her. So she's blaming the cops, blah, blah, blah. I can't call her because she has blocked me on social media immediately after the blogs came out. So
everyone's such a pussy. All these motherfuckers that PM you with all that fucking mouth. None of
them will
just pick up the phone. You're on Facebook right now. It's in your fucking hand. Just answer the fucking phone, mouth.
Yeah, like what else are you doing, mama? You know? What else you got going on? Nothing. What else are you...
Yeah. So, just fucking call.
I'm going to call Mariah one more time before I do the freestyle.
Me and Mariah. Oh, no. Turtle. Biatch.
Yo, Mariah. Oh, no, she's not answering. Okay. All right. Should we do the freestyle, Brett?
Sure.
Got a stupid question. Okay. You want to mute yourself there?
Yep. I'm going to do a bong hit while you're doing it. Good luck.
Okay. Let's do it. Here we go. Milton bitch, Catriona, I would rather catch Corona. Shows up to harass police, hair on the bush does increase. Shows up with a squeaky toy, send that bitch to Illinois. Says she cares for the black lives, no black people in her archives. Bitch has gone off the rails, so she hangs with beta males. Got her first degree in French, she opens the legs, quite a stench. When you think you can switch gender, you will become a bartender. I would like to acknowledge that you went to Stonehill College, but your ass can't get a job, so you joined Antifa mob. Riots out in Providence, but this just don't make no sense. Crying about brutality, cause you lack immortality. Police reform will not fix if you crash into bricks. They want justice for Jamal. Bitch, your beef is with that wall. Warwick Mom, she protested, then she riots, gets arrested. Says the cops were mean to her, but did it ever occur that you could just show your ire without lighting shit on fire? Whining that she got a bruise under her SpongeBob tattoos. Here's a pro tip I will tell. Try not to punch your jail cell. Public streets turn battlefield. Just a Monday in Springfield. Thinking life is Grand Theft Auto is official ratchet motto. Bitch, you just got paroled. Hanging out with 16-year-old. Can't make friends his own age. Middle name, minimum wage. Bet this pedophile kissed her. No one likes him but his sister. She be more ratchet than him. Only fucks dudes with flat brim. Says it was self-defense. Damn this bitch, short is dense. Says she meant no disrespect, but her meat flaps, they got wrecked. Pitbulls and a Hennessy like Kentucky and Tennessee always go hand in hand. It's official ratchet brand. This woman, she got wrecked. Won that monster, ate her neck. Dragged that bitch onto the lawn. Tried to get her saved by the spawn. Couldn't stop the attack as she became a Cujo stack. Crazy hoe needs to get neutered. She will kill you for a scooter. You cannot trust anyone if their son has a man mom. She ain't ratchet, is her claim, but now she got the turtle fame.
What do you call that bitch, a Cujo snack?
That was the most turtle base. She came up with that one a few years ago. All right, how was that one?
That was good. What beat is that?
That's a Big Boy song. That's like
right.
I heard that song for the first time. It's called All Night. It was on a fucking Apple commercial. I like that. Catchy beat though. Catchy beat.
Yeah, it was good.
Okay, so I didn't fuck anything up there. That was a good one.
No.
All right, cool. All right, any questions? Why don't we do a Q&A? If you guys have any questions, feel free to fire away in the comments. Go ahead. You got in trouble for chat. Well, it showed North Shore Turtle Baby called it. It was like a 7-year-old that got killed by a dog. She called it. She puts the title on the blog, Cujo Snack, and I don't censor. I let them write whatever they want. But I took you should have seen the fucking inbox.
I would have been so proud.
I'm like, can we like rename it? Like maybe not call him a. It was funny, but
you should have called. All right, you should have just changed it to Scooby Snack North and said, "Boom, send."
Yeah. So okay. Oops. No, it's like I still love her. All right. Any questions, guys?
Awesome.
All right, you guys haven't. We got to get her back in the show sometime. She's always a good guest.
Yep.
All right. Any questions you guys have? Fire away in the comments.
Fire away.
I'm still seeing the fire emojis. They're still coming in. Am I like behind? Okay.
Well, I don't know how you watch. I watch it on my phone, so there's like a delay. So when I say something really bad, I can look at the comments, and they'll come up after I said it to see if I went too far.
All right. M Job says, "Is the moped wall guy dead yet?" Not to my knowledge. He's still. I guess he's in a coma, and obviously they have the concern. They're very concerned about him because they're out doing the same thing that got him killed in the first place. They learned their lesson. Mario or Sonic? Easily Mario. It's funny because my kids just got into Sonic because we have this Sega game on PlayStation, like all the Sega greatest hits, and they think fucking Sonic is just a riot. Sonic the Hedgehog. But
Mario is worlds better.
Mario's way better. All Nintendo systems are better.
All those Super Mario games.
Nothing beats it.
Those are great.
Yeah. Has Nintendo gone woke yet? I don't
I
think
don't think so.
Yeah, wait till you get
Well,
like a social justice character.
Listen, I got Xbox One, and all the fucking things have, like, even Madden. I go to play football. First screen is Black Lives Matter, and a paragraph on why the NFL loves black people or whatever.
Yeah,
I fast forward right through it, but it's all over Xbox everywhere. That shit's everywhere.
Yeah. So Blindy Cated asks, any other court updates? So status of the one that was resolved was the big one down in New Bedford. That one is over. That has been resolved. And the other ones that are still going on right now, I have the dog trackers case one still. I still have the Mark Aldana.
That's still fucking going. The dog.
Oh yeah, the dog got, because of fucking COVID, backed everything up. It's like, Jesus. He sued 11 people. You know, a lot of them have been dismissed, but mine has not been dismissed. So it's still going on, and I still got a couple lawsuits left. So thank you guys. I would be fucked without you guys. You guys have really helped out with that. What else? Other comments we can. Colin Kaepernick is in Madden 21. I know, it's like unbelievable.
You can go fuck yourself with that.
Yeah,
exactly. That's so stupid.
Yeah. How about having Catriolina on the show? I would have her on whenever, but I invited her on. I sent her a message. She didn't get back to me.
He fucking gives all these assholes a chance to come say whatever the fuck they want, and they all bitch up.
Yeah, they talk a lot of
mouthpiece pussies.
Yep. Still waiting on a case for Mikey. Yeah, still haven't been sued by Bristol. I mean, she always says it's coming. Any day now, it's coming. Oh, he's going to be served. So he doesn't even know. I put a retainer down and blah, blah, blah. Still waiting, Kate. Still waiting to prove you didn't defraud your friends there.
He's that truth teller on here on YouTube.
That's Gaffney.
Yeah, he's literally watches and comments on that fucking Paula Crunchy panel shows and stuff.
Oh yeah, of course he does, because
Kate was fucking.
Gaffney just praises, like he's a narcissist, so he craves like attention and fame, and Kate and obviously Stacy just give that to him. Like they make him feel like we did 5 years ago.
Yeah, but this is, I don't know if you've watched any of this guy's fucking panels or seen this fucking Wilford Brimley fucking baby, but that's like being worshipped by retarded midgets. You know what I mean? Like I'd rather stand alone than say, look at my crew. And this is what you got, a short bus full of fucking window licking fat people. You know what I mean? It's like, dude,
take what you can get. Take what you can get.
Yeah.
Take what you can get, I guess. El Sancho says, did you see that slag Peter lied to the FBI about NNE having a gun? So Kate claims now, we saw that when I showed up at her house, which is fucking hilarious. And she claims the FBI is investigating him now, which of course is a fucking lie. Like Kate calls up 1-800 FBI. Hello, FBI. Yes.
What's up there? Oh, and the agent that called me back said,
like it's just like the FBI, Kate, they're a little busy investigating nooses at NASCAR right now. And, making sure Joe Biden gets elected president. They have their hands full right now. They don't have time for your fucking auditor games or whatever you're playing. It's just amazing people believe that they're that fucking stupid. And I think El Sancho runs a channel. I don't know if the real El Sancho, but I've seen they don't like him. I'll go on.
What the fuck that is?
I'll go on, because that's my thing. I'm doing a fucking tour, a tour to Turtle Boy. I'm going into her world now, and I'm just gonna tell all these people the fucking truth about her.
Dude, when you go on these shows, it looks like it's their Make-A-Wish appearance. Like their last dying wish was to have Uncle Turtle Boy on their podcast. That's how these shows come off.
But I'll do it.
I have at it. I mean,
I don't care.
It's just so like. You brought me down that rabbit hole of watching 15 minutes here and there of these fucking people. And it's like, there's not a swinging dick among them. It's a bunch of foreigners, number one.
Yeah.
There's a lot of foreigners. And it seems like everyone has a fucking head injury.
Mm-hmm.
And they all think they're so important. Well, I did a stream the other night that had 82 views and
yeah.
It's like, dude, Unc can fart on a fucking live stream and it'll get more views than 4 of your channels.
And I don't really care about views. Like that's what they're so obsessed
No. I get the niceness and the joy you get out of going on these places that worship her.
Yes,
all over like a toilet. I get it.
That's all it is. It's just I want to go into her world. That's the thing. It's like because when she goes on the channel, she's treated like, because they're so stupid. she's treated like fucking a smart person because she comes across as that. You know, like she can use congenital frequently over and over again, you know.
The audacity of the predicament that this narcissistic, it's like, oh, fuck's sake.
And so I'll come on there and I just blow up a world and I tell them the truth and like, oh shit, I did not know that. And it gets to her and I fucking love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
All right,
anyway,
wait, hold on. I got a question. I don't even know what it means.
Shoot.
Bret, so the peep with understanding problems with corona, should they just not go outside? I asked regarding masks, or do you think they should wear? In my opinion, listen, I'm 50, overweight, and got health problems. I should be scared to fucking death of this shit.
You should.
If the place you're going to requires that to do business there, then you should absolutely wear a mask.
Yeah.
If you don't have to and don't want to, you shouldn't. I'll be fucked if they say to walk to the corner store, I have to have a mask on. Absolutely not. But if the price of going in the Shaw's is I got to wear a mask and follow yellow arrows, so be it. That's the rules. Rules.
Yeah. Now, somebody else asked the other day, and like, you should go back into teaching. There was an interesting comment, and somebody else is asking it in the comments, like if I miss it or whatever. I think it's safe to say, Bret, that boat has
ship has sailed. Yeah, I still think I've seen a lot of people say that history thing. I think if you have the time after maybe some of these lawsuits go away, that podcast, the shows about history shit.
Oh, I will be doing once we get the Turtle Club. That's coming soon. But if I was to teach history at all, it would be like I'd have to do it like a tutor kind of thing. Like you pay me, you know what I mean? I could never be a public school teacher, obviously.
No.
There's way too much audio out there that could I mean, any one of these shows, they just throw it on there. It's like you're disqualified from teaching again. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not built to be a teacher. I can't keep my mouth shut. It was 6 years ago this week that it was the last time I was ever a teacher. I can't go back. I love doing it. Don't get me wrong. I did like the job and I was good at it. I'll pat myself. I was really good at fucking teaching. But they're not looking for people like me. They're looking for liberals. Like, that's what they want. They want people that just go along with the flow, don't cause problems, aren't controversial, and they don't give a shit if they teach your kids well. They just, as long as you don't do those things, that's all they care about, you know? Yeah.
I get it.
Other ones, Mrs. G, I asked if I've read any book. I used to read books all the time. I read so many books, a lot of history books I read. I'm a very learned man, believe it or not. I'm a scholar of some sorts. But I have not really read a book. I've read one book since I started Turtleboy because I don't have time for it anymore. And I read it this summer. It was the Brett Kavanaugh book by Molly Hemingway. Everyone should read it. It's a really good book about the whole reliving the Brett Kavanaugh saga. It's a good book. Yeah.
Last book I read was yours.
Yes, then that's a good book too. You should definitely read that book. And A. Piscatelli writes, Brett, does your yard look like a Hillberry yard sale all year long?
No, I live in an apartment, so I ain't got a yard. But the yard this building has, the other 2 floors use it as their dog's bathroom.
Oh, there you go.
I never go in it. It's like a minefield. It's fucking disgusting.
I mean, I could still tutor kids. I mean, I would do it, but it would have to be like, you'd have to accept the fact that I'm out there like this. Like, it would have to be high school kids. It would have to be advanced placement history.
I think a cool parent who knows your credentials and how passionate you are about history, that would be a bonus. Like, dude, my kid gets tutored by Turtleboy, son. You fucking gotta from a C to a B+ or whatever the fuck.
Well, what I can do is I can get your kid to pass the AP exam. Like, the AP history exam is extremely hard. And you need a 4 ultimately to get college credit for most of these colleges, and you save a lot of money if your kid goes into college with 3 college credits already. If you can get a 4 on this test, it's like a huge fucking test. I can get your kid a 3 at the minimum. Nobody's ever gotten less than a 3. 4 and 5 more likely will happen if you train with me. It's gonna happen. Like, trust me. I've done it with many kids before, and I can do it with your kid too. But
it's a good side hustle, man. And I'm telling you, regular people, that's a bonus. Do you know what my kid is?
Yeah.
He's getting taught history by fucking Turtleboy. Like, that'd be something you brag about.
Exactly. Like M. Job says, if you like history books, 1776 by David McCullough is amazing. Anything by David McCullough's book. I've read 1776. I've read John Adams. It's the greatest story. I mean, these are good books. I've read a lot of these, but like I said, I just don't. have the time anymore. She said you got a 2 on the AP history exam. I mean, I got a 3 when I was in high school, and I didn't really study that hard. Like if I had me as a fucking tutor, I probably would have got a 5. Not gonna lie. What else we got here? Anything else?
I don't know.
You seem like you would make learning fun. Oh, thank you. I like to.
That's what some lady said. Some wicked nice long thing about you.
Yeah, it was very thoughtful. That what she said. You know. But
I even sent it to him. I was like, dude, look at that. That's the nicest thing I read all week.
you
It's
should
gotta
see.
be nice to see that shit versus what you usually fucking see.
Maybe I should bring that up. I've saved every nice thing every parent or kid has sent me. I have like a shoebox of it in the back there. And, you know, it's nice. You hold on to your priceless memories, nice things
Dude,
people.
I have a few screenshots of one was a lady that lost her kid to a drunk driving accident, and the other guy ran off and left her kid. And on one of the pages, did a review and said that she thought she wouldn't laugh again, and she loved us, and you guys made me laugh and stuff after losing my kid, and blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
I still have a screenshot of that.
Oh,
you know,
that's nice. That's lovely.
I don't get many of the nice ones as much as you or nothing. I get more of the PMs you've been showing lately, with just a bunch of angry motherfuckers saying they're gonna kick the shit out of me and stuff.
Oh, that's nice.
They never show up.
El Sancho is live right now. Somebody just sent me a link saying.
What is this El Sancho? What is that? Is that an auditor?
Yeah, it's some auditor. Maybe I'll go on later. We'll see what happens. It's getting late. Anyway, why don't you guys ask me more questions, and then we'll call it a night.
Yeah, apparently, someone said they were on one of them other shows saying I'm that I fucked someone's kid or some shit. I had to move to Maine because my family had a rape charge covered up. Some crazy shit. It's like, yeah. And apparently you're acting funny around people's daughters.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
And yeah, it's all this weird shit.
Yeah.
People need something better to do.
All right.
I don't see any more questions.
Yeah. All right. So I guess we'll call it a night because I don't see any more questions there, guys.
Oh, wait. Why don't you have Craig McManus on the show? I don't even know who that is. That's a question for you.
I don't know the answer to that because I don't.
I know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Who the fuck he is?
Yeah. Did I see Springfield dumped Talbot Swan? Yeah, I didn't even know he was still an official police pastor. That's news to me that he even held that position to begin with. You see, there was a shooting in Providence. Yes, I did, and there was no riots. Shockingly, they did not riot over somebody who was killed by another hoodwink, but they will riot over a kid running into a fucking wall while breaking the law. So how about that? All right, guys, we're going to call it a night then, and we will see you guys all on Tuesday for the next episode of Turtle Boy Live. Peace, Turtle Riders.
Later, fools.